I had that baby just now. I went through so much with him, and because I was a single parent, a mom and dad to all my 4 children, I asked him, where did I go wrong? Gwes, where did I go wrong in trying to help you out, trying to be mom and dad to you? And he says, it is not you, it's me. It's the choices that I make in life, and that's why I'm into drugs. This is a few years back. He was right into drugs for probably 10 years. And now he's come out of that what he was into. And he says, I was down in Florida, he phones me, Mom, there must be a pile of tobacco somewhere, he says. And so he's telling me he's turning his life around. I said, what's the good news? So he told me, Mandasa cake pea, Mandasa yiden done wewe ne bimadzoin, because he learned all these things. We used to sit, and when they were small, I didn't have a TV in my living room, it was downstairs. So we would talk about these teachings, and I would ask them, okay, let's talk about love today. Well, I don't love my sister. Something might happen. I'm Zagasi, So, and they said we'd talk about bravery. Well, I was brave today. I punched that boy in the face. That's not bravery, So, well, he made me mad, and I punched him. So I'd have to teach them about these teachings of Alkadewin, Nadenduin. We would talk about them. Sometimes if something was not right, like a few times we had this happen where one of the siblings would just get out of the chair, or they would put the pillow there or something, not to talk about what is happening to them. So it is very good, again what my son said, you did a good job as mom and dad, you did a good job. And it's just the choices that we make in life. That's what, if we take those wrong choices, you gave us that good road, you gave us ceremony, you gave us our bundles, those knowledge, the knowledge that we carry. And that is the only son that had gone through that rough path, but he's now found that good road back, and he's blessed with 2 children of his, that little baby that just arrived. And I named the other one Autumn Rose. I was there when that little girl was born 2 years ago. Autumn Rose. It was in the autumn, and I thought, what name can I give him? I should give her, I should give her the name Rose. Because like me, that's why Anishnaebek knows when is the rose. So I gave Autumn Rose her name. But this one, the one that was born, I wasn't there, so I don't know the name that they're giving the little one. Yeah. So that's Mandasani Nabokawin, and to cherish that knowledge is basically to know that wisdom. Wisdom is given by the Creator to be used for the good of the people. In Anishinaabe language, the word expresses not only wisdom, but also prudence or intelligence. Miwin enochkem gaksamanda nibokawad. It can also nonchuna kinomagyodan. And again, sometimes kwekwadzoid could be used in some communities as that wisdom, kwekwadzoid for that intelligence of people. So midashwani mandasa, and just to recap, I don't know if I have too many of these. I'll give these out after. Okay, just to recap, So when you have that love, they say that you have peace. You're at peace with yourself. You're at peace with yourself. And the opposite of that is that, again, the negative thing, when you do not love, you have that hate. And you became hateful, like what happened to me. You have turmoil and conflict within your younger life, eh? So that's basically what happened. And just relearning how to love myself. Bravery, akadewin. Akadewin is that integrity. And the opposite of that is fear, zegzuin. And you may become cowardly, or you could become shallow within yourself if you have that fear. And it's to overcome that fear is the secret, you know, like even with my first teaching, I was so fearful, but I overcame it. And as you become more confident within yourself, so you're able to do that. Even with the language, Anishnaebek, as you learn the language, even Bangi can make Anishnaebek. I had, when I was going to university, I had this one girl. She says, yeah, I used to speak it when I was small. Gigi, get the, she said, well, she didn't say it, she said it in English. And I said to her, well, I'm here, and every time I see you, I'm only going to speak Anishnaebek to you. So, anyway, every time I saw her, mi wetungi Anishnaebek ya, shishketa wetungi Anishnaebek. Mi misnen ge, no tuungi jitye mege, kabakadeda hambe, you know, we snid ha. Mi dashmabage pi maban kwe, ni gi Anishnaebek ma. Mi shkibe git nan gedom. And now, today when I see her, she's moved to Wikwemekong. She's from Mississauga. She was raised by her grandmother. And now she speaks the language. And I used to always encourage her, but she was so, but the more she spoke, the better she became. So fear, conquering that fear. Respect, not endoing. And again, it's honoring all of creation, respect. This respect, the opposite of that. And that's when a person is not caring. A person could be abusive to himself or herself. That's when they do not care. And that is what's happening with one of my grandsons, my eldest grandsons. He's not caring about himself. Like he's being, I don't know, he's 21. And I was just praying for him all the time. And last Thursday, I thought, there's got to be something more, maybe psychological, wrong with him. So I said, why don't you go to mental health? And he was just so upset with me. Now it's like I'm out to put him away. That's how he feels. But I'm just telling him, you know, there's got to be something. There's nothing wrong with me, and just going on. So he's not, now he's disrespecting me, because he's called me every name in the book, you know. And I thought, oh my goodness, that's not, now it's time for me to remove myself. You know, I've done my time trying to help him. He came and lived with me this summer to try and learn how to work ethics. He's 21. And we have a tourism place where we have teepees, and there's always lots of work. We have a chip wagon, and so much work to do. But he slept till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're only open till 6. And I thought, and this went on for a month and a half. And then I thought, how can I help this young man? And sometimes we have to show that even though we love that our grandkids, we have to say we get unconditional love. We can't just be manipulated into saying, oh, here's money for this, here's your money, I'll pay your rent, or we have to learn to stop as parents, and we have to know the difference, like there is something that is wrong, So my grandson is suffering through disrespecting, not caring for himself. But hopefully he will learn, maybe he will learn to go to the hospital, hopefully it's not too late, that honesty, and that's facing all situations to recognize who and what you are. And it's a hard thing, like I had to face this situation just last week with my grandson and say enough is enough, I can't do anymore, to help you out. And be honest with him, and say I still love him, but I can't be manipulated into, helping someone that is very lazy. The this one is to humble yourself. So it's humble yourself and recognize that no matter how much you think you know, that you acknowledge yourself as a sacred part of creation. Like to be boastful, when in essence you're all part of, you're all equal with everybody. We just false pride, and when a person is boastful and they're vain, no guidance, no directions, So we gave under one of that same grandson that I'm talking about. That's how he is, very boastful of himself, but in essence he cannot take care of himself. So he has no direction. We try to help him out. But once he gets to recognize that, he'll maybe become humble about himself, and say, okay, I've learned my lesson. Debwewin is to know all these teachings, and to live by them, to live by those teachings. And the opposite of that is untruthfulness. The false sense of being. And that's basically not walking your walk. That's what that is. And then is all the knowledge that you have learned through those periods of your life as a child, youth, and as an adult, and now having that knowledge that you can pass on to your children, your nieces and nephews, and to other people that come into your life. The opposite of that is ignorance. And ignorance is not being able to know the difference between good and bad. Ignorance. My grandson that I mentioned, he doesn't know what's good and bad. Why? Right now, that's what he's going through, the stage that he's going through. But once, I just continue to pray for him, that he will find his path, so he can do what is right. Now, how before I have a song that I'd like to share with everyone. When I first started drumming some years back in Sudbury, I learned so many things about the hand drum. And we were the first ones in Sudbury to start singing in the Sudbury area. And it was really strange, for a woman to start to pick up the drum. We were asked to go and sing at a powwow, and back in the day, the elders did not want to see women drumming or singing. So we were asked at the Arbor, and only one group of drummers stood up for us women. Us women sang at Wanapate powwow, and but we didn't feel bad. You know, we were asked to be there, so we didn't feel bad. We just put up our, put up our shoulders and started singing away. But now it's now accepted as Anishnaebek to sing songs. Mi manda this song. Ni shosug mi shumsina. Girsha tona ba manda sanagam when manduna graduation zekon wechek eknomagsa jek mi wech me go winagam ya. Anishnaebek nagam ya and when in Sophomore Friendship Center. This song, I was asked to sing a song for graduation. Then I thought, since they're learning now culture in the high school at Sophomore Friendship Center, I'm going to make a song to have them remember some of the cultural things they learned at the culture class at the Friendship Center. So this is the song, Mishmadani, Nijwasug Mishumsana. In this song, you're asking those grandfathers to give you those teachings of Mwakawin, Kinamandan, Mwakawin, Zagidwin, Akadewin, Nadenamoin, Kwekwadsa, Debwin, but then this win, I might have the Basendis win on there, and Debwe win. And those are, you're asking, it's like you're almost in prayer as you sing this song. Now, okay, you get the syndication on Mother. There we go. Oh, we need to go. Make them. Migrants, they must win. Taking on the come. Migrants, they must win. These are sad. Commissions in these are sad. Commissions in Secret.